And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for our weekly dose of Grandpa Traconis. Grab your thinking caps, sharpen your pencils, and prepare for takeoff, because today's adventure is guaranteed to blow your mind in the heart of Bulgaria, nestled between rolling hills and whispering. There once lived a boy named Vasia. Now Vasia was no ordinary kid. Oh no, you see, numbers and figures danced in his head like a nightmarish ballet. The very sight of a math problem sent shivers down his spine. And if you've ever seen a spider web, well, imagine that stuck inside your brain every time you try to figure out anything mathematical. It was that bad. At school, Vasia was known as the class clown. Numbers just wouldn't stay in his head. Addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, they all swelled around in a dizzying mess, making a complete mess of his homework. In fact, during one particularly harrowing test, the poor boy wrote a chicken instead of the equation. Don't ask us why or how, we still have no clue. So at age 8, Vasia decided enough was enough. He packed a small bag, scribbled a note for his mom, and set off on an adventure. His plan was simple. He'd escape school, travel the world, and become a famous magician. Surely no one would expect the greatest magician of all time to be someone who could not tell a square from a circle, a plus from a minus. Wandering the bustling city streets, hungry and confused, Vasia stumbled upon a bakery. The mouth-watering smell of fresh bread, mixed with the sweet aroma of pastries, created a powerful temptation. He desperately wanted to stay and enjoy those delicious treats, but alas, he had no money. Just then, a wise old woman entered the bakery. She approached the counter, picked up a loaf of bread, and handed the baker an oddly shaped coin. "May I trouble you for a small glass of water?" she asked. The baker, recognizing the coin, immediately filled her glass and handed it over. Seizing an opportunity, Vasia snatched the bread and bolted out the door. He raced through the town, the bread clutched tightly in his hand. Soon, the towering walls of the city faded into the distance, replaced by a thick, dark forest. Then, through the trees, Vasia spotted a faint glow like a beacon in the night. He followed the light and soon found himself outside a cozy cottage. Before he could knock, the door swung open and a cheerful old man stood before him. "Well met, young traveler," boomed the old man. "Care to join me for a chat and a bite to eat?" Over steaming bowls of soup and plates of freshly baked bread, Vasia forgot all about his troubles. It felt good to be treated kindly, especially after the baker had yelled at him for stealing bread. As the moon climbed higher in the sky, the old man led Vasia to a spare bedroom filled with toys and books. "You must be tired from your journey," he said with a twinkle in his eye. "Rest well, little one, for tomorrow we have grand plans." The next morning, Vasia awoke feeling refreshed and curious about the day ahead. The old man, who introduced himself as Grandpa Traconis, suggested they start the day with a trip to the garden. "Tell me, child, what do you see?" asked Grandpa Traconis. Vasia looked around. "Lots of flowers, some bush, and a slide," he replied. But what do you really see?" pressed the old man. Vasia frowned, puzzled by the question. "Well, I see 12 flowers between the slide and the bush, 9 red and 3 yellow." A wide grin spread across Grandpa Traconis' face. "That, my boy, is the start of your education." And so began Vasia's extraordinary adventure in the world of numbers. Every day brought new discoveries. Grandpa Traconis taught him that math wasn't a monster under the bed, but a friend who could help solve everyday problems. But remember, dear friends, knowledge is a treasure that no one can steal. Just like our hero Vasia, with a little guidance and a lot of encouragement, he turned his fear into fascination and numbers into his new best friends. And that's all for today's tale. Did you like the story? Let us know in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe for more magical adventures with Grandpa Traconis. Until next time, keep asking questions and chasing your dreams. Who knows? You might just discover that math isn't scary after all. And that's a wrap. Thanks for joining us on this thrilling episode of Grandpa Traconis. If you enjoyed the show, don't forget to hit the like button, and if you haven't already, What are you waiting for? Subscribe to our channel and join the fun. See you next time.